Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Norma. I'm from Zimbabwe. Currently, I live in the United States. So, guys, today I'll be talking about the journey of my daughter. It's our journey, you know. I'm talking about the birth certificate, the mistakes that I did, and also about the visa, the CRA too. But I won't be that long. I'll just go into details. So I came in 2018, and when I came, my daughter, she was 7 years old. She lived in South Africa and she didn't have a birth certificate. So when I came down here, I stayed here because I was at school for the whole year. And then 2022, I decided to, like, you know what, I'm gonna live here. I have to be with my daughter. And now, how am I gonna bring my daughter without a birth certificate? Because everything starts from the certificate. So I have to go to the DC, Washington, the embassy of Zimbabwe to apply a birth certificate for her so that I'll send it to Africa and then my family, they can submit it for me in Zimbabwe immigration. So I did that and then I started filing. She got a birth certificate, everything, it went well. So I started filing for her to come down here. So as I was filing, everything, it went well. I submitted whatever the immigration they needed at that time. Later on, after a year so, they just denied her application. They said to me they want to know 100% sure that it's she, my daughter, and why, and they wanted to know the reason why did I wait for all these years without a birth certificate. So the advice that I can give, if you're an immigrant, you have to make sure you get the birth certificate on time when your kids they are younger. Don't make the same mistake that I did, that I was too comfortable in Africa. My daughter, she didn't have a birth certificate up until I came down here. But also remember, a birth certificate, it takes two. So it takes two. You cannot, especially in my country, they want the father. If the father's not there, and then you can go ahead and apply the birth certificate. But you cannot just go and apply the birth certificate without letting the father know. If the father doesn't want to get the birth certificate, that's when we can go ahead and apply the birth certificate. So I waited for so long for that. So the immigration, they're like to me, okay, we want to know that this baby is your biological daughter, you know. So, and now for me, I thought twice. So they were like, it's either you give us all the evidence that shows that she's your daughter. And I thank God because I also got my I also got my birth certificate when I was 12 years old. My parents, they took time to apply my birth certificate up until when I was going to the seventh grade, because in Zimbabwe, you don't go to the seventh grade without a birth certificate. That's when they went and applied the birth certificate. That's the only thing that helped me to, um, and I even showed them the evidence. Like, look, my birth certificate, it says I did apply my birth certificate on this year and I was 12. It helped me so much. But if it wasn't that, there was a possibility that I have to go to Africa. It's either I go to Africa or I don't know how they're talking about the DNA. I don't know how it's all about. It's gonna be way, way expensive. I was supposed to do that. And that thing. So I'll bring my daughter and then she will tell us how was her interview when she went to Zimbabwe consulate, because they did interview her. They did interview her and everything, it went well, and she finally got her visa. And let me call her Tabi.
It was like at 7. So we did everything very quickly, showered very quickly, and we got there on time. And it's so strict. No devices, no chargers. It is a very strict place. So when I got there, and there were a lot of people who were applying to come to the United States, and it is very hard, and it does cost you. So when I was being interviewed, they don't ask like silly questions. They are focused, and I was scared, but it was on my grandmother's birthday, by the way. And I told her like 5 minutes before the interview, I told her that like I'm gonna pass this interview because it's your birthday. And I did. And she was so happy. I think that was the best day of her life. Me too.
Wow.
So that is the story of my interview. It was the best day because like I'll never forget that day on the 25th of July.
But what type of questions did they ask you?
Oh, they asked me like who is my sponsor? Who am I going to stay with in the United States? Why am I going to the United States? And more questions.
I didn't know like they do interview like someone who's 18 years old. I thought they said the interview. I think stated. I don't know, but yeah,
they ask you questions like they treat you like an adult, except like fingerprints. If they take your guardian's fingerprints, so my guardian was my grandmother, so she is the one who took fingerprints for me since I'm a minor.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm happy for you, Tabby. Thank you for sharing your story with us.
And guys, for those who have made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe, guys. Bye.
Bye. See you on the next video.